Okay, so one of my favorite things to talk about is the gut. And a lot of people think when their stomach hurts, which is right here, they think it's their stomach. But your stomach is actually above your small intestine. So when you have bloating, cramping, irritability, or irregularity with the bathroom, it's actually your small intestine, not your stomach. So there's lots of things that can happen when your gut is off. And it's not just sometimes signs of bloating, but it's also if you deal with anxiety or depression, serotonin and dopamine, almost 70% of both of them, 50% and 90% are made in your gut, and that's affecting your brain. So you can, if you have leaky gut or gut permeability or issues with your gut, you're also going to have some issues with your brain. You also have your whole immune system, almost 90% of your immune system in your gut, in your small intestine. And so if you're really quickly getting sick, or if you always have these kind of chronic sinus infections or sniffles, maybe you did a lot of antibiotics in the past, then your gut needs to be a little bit more strong. And that means good bacteria where it has a good place to grow, and it's basically a happy incubator for all the things that make us happy in our brain and also our immune system strong. What else? There's so much about the gut. I'm going to have Wade be my example. The thing with the gut is that when your small intestine is upset, then it's usually a sign of something up north causing it. And so when you think of up north, literally stomach, so breaking down food. If we don't break down the food that we eat, it won't matter what's on our plate. And so we need to make sure we're eating slowly, but also that we have enough support to break down that food. And then also, if you're eating more fats, you're going to have to really demand a lot from your gallbladder, especially if you haven't had a lot of fats in the past. And so this is something that's really huge for people that want to be keto or want to be higher fat diets. If they don't have a gallbladder that's ready for it, undigested fats will cause gut permeability, which means the lining of this epithelial tissue of your small intestine is going to pull apart. And this is basically the root of so many issues that I see today, whether it's inflammation or autoimmunity or even hormone issues, can be fixed or be supported by healing the gut. So this is a really cool test that I'm going to show you. You guys know Wade. I guess if they don't know you, this is Wade, in case they missed that. This is just some random person on my table. So I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner. One of my favorite pieces of my job is doing muscle testing to figure out what the specific organ needs. So this is the specific test for the gut. So what he's going to do is put his leg up to 90 degrees. And what I'm going to have him do, move your knee right here, I'm going to push this way and he's going to push this way. You ready? And we're just going to get an equal test. And test. And that moved pretty quickly. But if he put his hand on his small intestine and basically says, if I support this, will it change this test? And test. And feel how strong that is. So I know that Wade is having some gut issues today. And it could be that he's having gut issues, and then I would palpate and see where they're coming from. It could be that he's having gut issues and has had them for a while, and Wade is going keto, and so I know that he needs some support digesting fats. And he also had a Reese's peanut butter cup last night.
Oh my God! Why would you say that?
Sometimes it's just that day, but a lot of times with my clients, if they have if they have symptoms of a lot of things, I'm sorry, I had to make sure they knew that you do have a really good gut, but sometimes just certain foods that you eat can cause that kind of reaction. If this is speaking to you, if you have bloating, if you have cramping, if you have a hard time digesting food, if you feel excessively full, if you burp, if you're all over the place when it comes to going to the bathroom, do my 7-day gut challenge. It is so powerful to heal your gut, because when you have a happy gut, you have a happy life. Thank you, Wade. I'm sorry I called you out.
It's okay.
Love you. Okay, see you tomorrow.